never buy WW2K22 and download Michael Jeffrey Jordan. One Friday evening, while I was streaming on my Twitch, I was having a joyful time until I went onto Community Creations and I saw a particular Michael Jordan. This Michael Jordan creation looked really good. It was very detailed. It looked just like him. Almost as if somebody took his soul and put it in the game. But when I downloaded it, I didn't get Michael Jordan. What I got instead was hell on earth. My PS4 started to seize up. My game crashed. WWE 2K22 isn't known for its stability, so it was fine at first, but also my PS4 froze. Even though it was already at 100% and the report was done. It should have left already. But instead, my PS4 couldn't take it anymore. It completely seized up. I had no clue what to do. I went to go turn my PlayStation 4 off, but it beeped twice. I didn't know what else to do. The console just would not turn off, so I unplugged it. But right when I unplugged it, it was almost as if Michael Jordan himself appeared behind me and whispered. I took that personally. Quickly, I turned around in my seat just to see nobody. My TV screen now dark. My monitor dark. OBS dark. I start freaking out, talking to viewers in chat. And they have no clue what's going on either. Y'all thought this was the end. I replugged my PlayStation 4 back in, but hell wasn't over yet. What happened next is something that I won't be able to forget for the rest of my life. I tried to turn the PlayStation 4 back on, but my controller, it started to feel almost as if it was a magnet. In my hands, it just couldn't let go of the controller, no matter what I did. It almost felt as if I had to rip the controller from the palm of my hands, and once I did, the skin was missing. I was bleeding profusely everywhere. What the hell? I said. I was freaking out now. I looked on my TV screen, and there he was. Michael Jordan, staring deeply into my soul, wearing a number 45 Bulls jersey. I looked down at my PlayStation 4 controller, and it was bleeding out where the light indicator was. Rivers of blood flowing out of my PlayStation 4 controller. The skin of my palms completely scratched and tethered. I didn't really know what was going on anymore. Was I losing my mind? I said to myself. Michael Jordan proceeded to jump out the screen. But with that jump came a wave of darkness. How was he controlling the light like this? I have a bright light in my room. Why is it so dark? My room, it was almost as if it was nighttime. I didn't know what to do anymore. But next thing I know, I backed up into my wall. But right when I felt the hard wall against my back. I tripped and fell. "What the hell?" I said. I looked up. I was no longer in my room. I was on a Chicago Bulls court. I looked at the date on my phone. It was 1996. I said, no, this can't be. I took a closer look at the court. The area I was in was red. Chicago Bulls red. When I looked up directly in front of me, Jordan was standing there, palming the basketball, staring at the rim. Then he stared at me. I said, "God, if you're there, please help me. Please." Jordan, he took 3 steps back. He was already at the half-court line. He starts to run full speed, dribbling the basketball violently. It was almost as if he was trying to tear through the floor with every dribble. But then he takes one large stomp. And I felt the court shake. I no longer had the will to stand up. But next thing I knew, Dennis Rodman started to hold me up. But Dennis, he didn't really look like himself. It was almost as if it was a shadow of Dennis Rodman. And then shadow Scottie Pippen started to hold me up. And then next thing I knew, I was on my feet, being held by these 2 grown-ass men. And that's when Jordan took flight. To this day, the emotional trauma that came with this next following move, I still have trouble talking about it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my best to get through this. Jordan took flight, and the next thing I knew, I had been dunked on by Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Knee to the face. He completely shattered my right cheekbone. I fell down. Shadow Pippen and Shadow Rodman, they disintegrated into the floor. And next thing I knew, I'd woken back up, back in my room, as if nothing ever happened. My PlayStation 4 working. Everything's fine. But why was my face still broken? Why were my hands still torn? Why was there a jersey of Michael Jordan on my bed? What had just happened? Why did all of this just happen from downloading Michael Jordan on Community Creations? I said to myself. I just couldn't take it anymore. I turned off my game. I went outside. I said, man, I need some bitches. Never again did I touch WWE 2K22. Never again could I view Michael Jordan the same. Take this with a grain of salt. Never download Michael Jordan off of the WWE 2K22 Community Creation Suite. I would not wish the hell of being dunked on upon anybody.